Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to the T.O.A podcast. I am your host, Onvermel, with today, with the Black Swan Man.
That's me.
In his Bionicle cave, the Bionicle closet, the Bionicle
It's definitely
paradise.
a closet. Definitely a closet.
That's what the definition of cave it is. It's been a couple months.
It's a man-made cave. It's a man cave.
The Bionicle cave is the Bionicle cave.
It's not a very big cave. It's more of a closet, you might say.
I mean, I can't reach both sides of it.
It's 8 feet, basically.
And I can't reach 8 feet. Therefore, it's cave size and not cubbyhole size.
That is true.
So,
I guess.
it suits the needs of the Bionicles for now, until they get bigger and more.
It'll suit my needs, I think.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely been a stagnation.
I basically got all the sets. So, like, there's not much more.
I mean, unless you start
get.
getting to, like, a building craze, we want to start building boats or bigger stuff. They want
Which
to
I
keep
have
in here.
done.
That you've started on another
I
boat.
literally got, like, 2 started boats.
Well, the
Neither
thing
of
is,
them
like,
have gone very far.
it also depends, like, if you have all the battle vehicles, like, do you want them dead or in location? Like,
Well, the great thing is, a lot of them are flying vehicles.
hang from the ceiling.
So,
Which we don't
like,
have any right now, which is kind of
they're
sad.
not- I have them all, but just none of them are hanging.
On a shelf.
So when I do get the Glatorian ones, or if I get them,
I
maybe I will.
think it's a win. I think it will happen. You just need to wait for the Knight's Bionicle. Like, you'll get a hunk of Thornatus, like a 70% hunk of it, and go, I gotta finish
That
this.
would be my preferred way to do it, instead of just outright buying
Basically,
sets.
if you got a hunk of parts I got, because I had gone one where I got, like, the
big wheel.
the big wheel, a good chunk of the tan, I think. I think it looked like there was more than there. I didn't get any of the figure, but I think of the vehicle I got around, I think 30%.
Well, let's be honest, the figure Perditis.
Yeah. The black upper arms are a bit hard to get, and the helmet, but the rest of it's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
you may not be able to piece him out, but it's not like you really need him, do you?
I mean, really, the 3 things that were, like, 3 to 4 things that are, like, unique is also, like, there's a couple things with the character, but you have, like, the big wheel,
Big wheel, yes.
which big wheel keeps on turning. And you got the tan Biddle wings. I believe it's the only one that has the tan one. And then there's, like, the silver cricket heads. Those are kind of like the big...
Yeah, Silver Cricket's only came in 2 sets, and I had to...
No, only came in 1. The weapons come in 2 sets, but the heads only come in the... Actually, does Thornatus have the weapons silver? I think so. I'm pretty sure it does. Because I think that's where I got an extra one that you got for me.
Yeah, and I still have to source one out for my Jetrax.
Yes, I believe it's got a silver painted one on it?
No, it's complete now.
Oh, okay.
I ordered it from Bricklink.
Yes.
I could have put a spray painted silver on it, because I did have one.
I feel like we would forget about it, and then like 10 years later, be like, oh, the phone, I thought my collection was complete. This is sprayed. I had that. Actually, that did happen, though, where we thought we had everything right, and then like many years later, Trogdoom and Nivok. Because on Nivok's chest, the 2 throwbot feet, we thought were silver the whole time, and they're blade.
Another instance where this happened is I thought I had my entire Troga mask collection.
Oh, right.
And then I realized Troga Niwa was missing a mask.
It's basically you just forget something, just when you're a collector and you just forget that you had missed something.
I literally promptly ordered one later that day.
Yes, I remember this being a realization. It was just like, how did this happen? We're smarter than this, you know?
Exactly.
Just completely and utterly just gone. I mean, yeah, no, that's it's fun. But yes, for those who might be wondering, yes, it's been a couple months since we've done a podcast. After the 100th, we kind of went radio silent. Now
life got in the way.
Well, basically, you had another kid like right around the same time.
Life got in the way of me for sure.
But also, it was like it got to the point, the hottest part of the summer before AC, and where myself and Zach have recorded, it's in the living room with the AC, and it was blowing at full degree. So you hear the AC constantly. It was just too hot, and we didn't want to record a podcast. I'm like, you know what? Last time I had a break was at the 50th podcast, so take a break at the 100th podcast.
I mean, that doesn't really tell you why I can't do it here, where it's in basement, it's air conditioned, I need a hoodie.
Basically because I'm a polite person and don't like to intrude on people, so I don't bother.
Well, I think also maybe just the mood had kind of like
The mood
shifted.
definitely had died. I didn't have any topics officially. And even today, I know I had a topic earlier and it kind of played well. Like, I don't have very many Bionicle topics left that wouldn't be retreading on old stuff.
That's another reason to sit in here and do the podcast.
There's inspiration all around.
Literally.
Now,
all around.
Also, the only really Bionicle thing that I can say, a couple things today for Bionicle. One, being the realization of a set that I knew was coming out, and I had looked at pictures of it before, but I had no idea it had Bionicle involved in it.
Oh.
The it's like the arcade science fiction arcade roller coaster set that had the X-Force back in there, where only focus was an X-Force recreation of Stealth Hunter, which was amazing. It's a cool set with helmet, but I never looked any further. But apparently, there's like 3 different stickers with T.O.A fighting a blue Borak as like a video game arcade, and I'm like, how did it was only until you got your catalog in.
Technically, it was Zactag's catalog.
Sorry, Zactag. You got Zactag's catalog that I looked at first.
Exactly.
As it should be. Go through all the siblings. It's like how that I what did I order? Well, that I got my couple Star Wars sets that I ordered through Zactag, which I mailed to your place that it was for me.
Exactly.
The only reason that happens for people is just the apartment that Zactag live in don't really have a buzzer or anything, so sometimes mail doesn't always actually get left there, and you have to go fetch it. And it's just kind of a hassle.
Or if it does get left there, someone might come and take it.
We have lost mail there. At least it's been only happened twice around the same time, so we're thinking.
I lost 3 packages.
Okay, I know there was the CD. There was the supposed pocket knife that should have been mailed back to you, and then the third was.
It was a Lego Bricklink order. I never saw it.
Which one was that? The one from Edmonton.
Yes, one from Edmonton. A few pieces for Brutaka even.
Right.
I never saw it.
In fairness, back in those days, we had a lot of sketchy people living around us.
Yeah, like there were 3 packages. All should arrive.
I think it was like the span of like 6 months. Like the span.
No, not even that much. It was like maybe 2 or 3 months.
So like I don't know if they just kept jumped up outside the door.
They were all small enough that they should have fit in that small little mailbox. Like it wasn't big, but all these would have fit in there, no problem. So
the fact that someone managed to break into there and take it, they were left outside.
My theory is that whoever's delivering the mail just put them in the wrong box.
That did happen a few times around that time as well, where we got someone's mail. Like I haven't had that issue at the apartment in a long time. Again, however, me and Zach, I don't order nearly as many Bricklink orders. Now it's just us,
and
as you and me did.
Yes, and Lego.com orders go to my place. They wouldn't have.
And even then, most Lego.coms, they're all too big. So even if we get them,
who's ordering a small little bag of stuff?
And even if they come in little bags, do they ship them in bags, or are they still in boxes?
Yes, they do come in bags if it's small enough.
Really?
I have ordered small enough things once.
I need to order one quickly.
Actually, I ordered it once, and there's one time I had a broke a piece in the set, so I had just got a replacement, and yeah, it was just one little piece in a bag.
What piece was that again that you had broken?
One of my Blacktron sets, my free Blacktron set, had a yellow hinge that was broken.
No. I still need to get that set. I
have 4 of them.
You have 4 of them. That sounds about right for the Blacktron man himself. Not gonna lie. Very, very, very appropriate for you. But yeah, no, with the town set, the coaster arcade, like I said, I was so focused on the X-Force, and the problem is, since it's been out, I have been a lot less focused on buying new Lego. Partially intentionally, and partially just time and energy, and I'm not being around as many people to talk about it to. But again, I only looked at the X-Force, and I have things like, I might get this, I don't think about it. Didn't think there was anything else to look at. And then lo and behold, pictures of Bionicle. It was beautiful, and honestly, just the amount of little Bionicle Easter eggs that keep popping up in sets is always a pleasure to
that's
see.
Probably a new set that you actually do want to get, because
I plan to buy that come the next weekend, around after my birthday, actually.
A birthday gift to yourself.
Well, but when it was just the X-Force, was like, is that enough to want to buy? But then the Bionicle stickers and just generally good parts look like are in there.
It's also not horribly priced either.
I feel like I've been wanting to treat myself with some Lego lately, so I'm like, this.
It seems like
a good
prices have somewhat
subsided
better. Like the last few years, the prices were just terrible.
Well, especially for city sets, they got really bad.
And it seems like they've scaled them back a bit.
They might have had enough complaints or noticeable that people were like, okay.
Sales maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe they found a cheaper way to make parts in the production. Who knows? Whatever it is, I'm not complaining if things are a better price than before, but basically that's one side. I mean, outside of that, I don't think there's been anything new Bionicle since what we've talked in the podcast, because I think you and me did one back in the spring about all the sort of Bionicle references that we could think of. Yes. And I think since then, this is the only one that I'm aware that has been released.
I certainly have not been keeping...
Now, don't get me wrong, I don't keep up with sets anymore. I don't look at reviews much anymore.
I only still need to just follow people.
Like I said, there's even a torso with a T.O.A's mask on it that I haven't even gathered yet.
Yeah, that'd be one piece I would like.
Which I'm just like,
it's actually a printed piece of Bionicle.
It's like, and it's a torso. Who doesn't want a Bionicle torso? or a torso with
like
Bionicle.
a lot of the stickers I think are cool, but like I can live.
I think the best sticker is the Voinui Island. I think is one of the best stickers.
Yeah,
that one's just so funny.
Because it's in a friend
like, don't get me wrong,
set.
the best one by far is the Mananui map. That just there is the best. You can't beat it. But a lot of the others are like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of funny. But the Voinui one being in France, that's just so... Just the fact that France and Konami have an island called Voinui, some tropical, probably like Polynesian island would be my guess. Is my like head kind of about where it is, you know, things like volcano, like very the Hawaii kind of.
Yes, Hawaii.
But for friends is Voinui. Okay, let's put down in your head that like you want to go to Hawaii on vacation, but you end up at Voinui instead.
It is not a vacation resort.
The Praga thought it was their vacation.
Yeah, well, Praga and friend minifigs probably have very different ideas of vacation, or perhaps maybe they don't.
I mean,
they're more similar than we think.
I doubt that very much, but it's possible. It's very possible. But yeah, no. Honestly, ever since Brickcan,
they do share one thing in common. It's limited posability on their minifigs.
If you're going by the mini,
like so, the Praga have wrists.
They have more than because the Praga have the waist, but friends have the.
Friends can sit. The Praga can't.
But the Praga can swivel.
Yes,
they can pose.
So
Praga can pose better, but friends can do more. Because the fact they can swivel and do this, like you can make a Praga, do the sword pointing gesture.
Having wrists is so important.
One thing that Pragas can do better is their ponytails can move.
Oh yes.
I think there's only 3 cases where like a ponytail piece has been attached to the back that can move that I can think of. The Praga with their spines, but that's more of just because those 2 pieces rather than trying to actually be articulated. The Batgirl minifig from the Lego Batman movies.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then Allegra from Galador.
Okay, good. You did think of
that. And so it's like you get a minifig, a Bionicle minifig, and a Galador. Like the fact that Lego hasn't had like...
Well, I guess kind of Macy with her visor.
Oh, I guess. Is that canonically though her hair?
I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
I don't think it's supposed... I don't know if it's supposed to be her hair pulled through the... I have no idea, because I'm trying to remember what she looks like without the helmet.
She has red hair. I can tell you that much.
I feel like it's supposed to look like it, but I feel like it's like a fake, sort of. Like Queen Amidala's headdress. It looks basically supposed to look like she has long hair, but it's actually just a fake that you would take off, sort of idea. It's an extension. Even knights in the old days, in the future old days of the next knights, had extensions. See, that was maybe completely off topic from everything, but like with references and old sets. One of my, I think, favorite ones that come out that's not even Bionicle related was one of those like Toys R Us big creator just basics that you would get. Like I had gone one, it was like, didn't have anything there, but I know in one particular case, I had taken a picture of this and I think I showed it to you guys. On the image, it had like a couple kind of brick built knights, and they were blue with pink on the chest and gray helmet. It was very much referencing a cavalier.
You'd have to show me this again, because I'm not remembering.
I remember sharing this on the group chat. Not much getting response. I mean, it was a point. I don't think you're as active. I think it was I don't know if it was just a point, but it was like...
Like, this does sound vaguely familiar, but I don't remember.
It was also like right around the same time that Click Minifig came out, so there's going to be Cavalier references, which, by the way, Cavalier's from the Knights from the original Yellow Castle. Really old stuff.
We can blame ClassicCastle.com's roleplay for why we call them Cavaliers.
Yeah. But it's actually kind of nice to see that the old Classic Castle is getting recognition now. Ever since like the 90th anniversary castle, and then the Collectible Minifig, and then a little reference on the box. And even Next Knights were starting this whole trend. They had those classic minifigs shown in their plays of the olden days.
Of the Golden with the Golden Castle.
Oh, love it. Which, so good. So good. Are these old, nostalgia tripping things, evil marketing? Yes, but I don't care. I now have Mtron Collectible Minifigs again.
And Purple Classic Space.
Purple Classic Space, that epic Mike's Planet Fig.
The Blackjaw Mutant is...
He was on the verge of greatness.
His torso is spectacular.
But he doesn't have matching legs.
And since they don't make trans neon green anymore, obviously certain parts are missing. But
they
said they chose
the
lime
Mtron,
specifically.
The Mtron tile.
The Mtron
The
tile.
Mtron tile is so good. Honestly, almost every anniversary or I guess icons like Lego nostalgia set they put. I'm gonna call them. You know, the Blacktron set, the T.O.A. Bionicle set, the
Eldorado Fortress.
All of them have been almost perfect. The only one I would say that has kind of missed the mark on the Y probably is the Magista Workshop.
Yeah.
And it's like, the build was fine, but I feel like it just had nothing to really... Like, yes, you got the Dragon Master torso.
It was almost too much like the original set.
I think there was two major problems. Both of them figure-related. One, the Dragon Master, I realized the problem was the helmet they gave it. A grilled helmet. Dragon Masters never have, like, visored grill.
Even it just being in gray.
It's gray, but it's also...
Silver,
it's a little too... European. Because Dragon Masters had, I would say, a lot more of a Roman-esque style helmet or fantasy. They definitely were the first leaning on... Well, they had dragons. They were the first fantasy castle theme. Yes. They had, like, the chin straps.
Even if they just used the flare helmet, because they still use that mold in black.
I think a Shadow helmet would have been fine, too, for the vibe. But like I said, the color. But then Magisto had no print. Which is the same thing from the castle, but it's like...
Come on.
I mean, I guess they got the new print and it's a free with purchase, but it's like... If I was a Dragon Master fan, I look at that and I'm like, well, this Magisto's worse than the original. This minifig is, okay, the torso's cool, but like... When you're only... It's not enough. It's just not enough, so it's like... No Dragon Plumes. When you're making a Dragon Master set without Dragon Plumes, it just...
No shield or anything either. It's like...
Yeah, it didn't have a shield.
There was a torso, and that was it.
Which you were, because you look at the other gift or purchase ones, the Blacktron, the Bionicle, both of them had...
The Forestman.
All of them had, like... I mean, the Forestman, all of its prints were used in the castle.
That is true.
But it did come out first, so we can give it the benefit of the doubt that the castle reused its prints in verse, okay? But it had them. And it was also, like, the smallest. The Blacktron had unique stickers, at least. The torso was, like, reprinted, so you had...
And which had back print.
You had a little bit of both, you know? You got new print, but you also had a sticker sheet for the set. The Bionicle T.O.A, it was print for everything, for the two masks, which is all you need. Bionicles didn't have a lot of print.
In some ways, stickers would have been almost nicer.
If they were clear if they were transparent stickers, yes, that would have been amazing. But sadly, my Onvermel...
One time we want stickers, we don't get them.
It's very sad. And then the Dragon Master set has one new print.
They just need to make a sticker sheet. It has, just like all the prints of the masks.
Honestly, I think
be done.
It's like Lego capitalizes on sticker sheets by making references to stuff. And at the same time, it's like with Shield, let's say something like Shield prints. They could really make, like, let's say a poly bag of, like, expand your kingdom sheet. Where it's just a sticker sheet with a bunch of shields, torso stickers, and maybe some, like, loose weapons and armor.
Like those VIP fun pack sets.
Exactly. Like, just imagine you got one with, like, a dozen shield designs. So you would get new, some old, some torso designs. Maybe some, like, plastic flags or something. Some cheap plastic little flags. For different... Like, I feel like there's so many options you could do. And so the fact that only...
Some people just need to embrace stickers more. Some people just complain that they're stickers, but...
You know what? If it's a good enough sticker... It also depends on the situation. I think in something like that, no one would complain because it's not replacing a print. I think it's more
about collectors. But I think more problem with stickers.
But look at it this way. I think if it was, as you said, a VIP fun pack, no one would be complaining because it's not replacing a possible print.
Yes.
It's just a sticker. Because like with the Brick Me set with the classic space sticker, the Blacktron, no one was complaining those are stickers because they weren't replacing possible prints. The situation was in...
Very true.
Now, and I'll say if there were going to be stickers in a different set, people would complain. Like if the gift or I'm assuming the Blacktron one set, some people were sad they would put stickers.
Oh, everyone was sad. Well, 90%
they made it more versatile. In my opinion, listen, the thing is, the one puts it upside down, so that wasn't a sticker, you wouldn't be able to fix it. Upside down from what everyone assumes would look best.
Yeah, I think the crate one actually was upside down.
Yeah, I had the Zelda Triforce, not the Blacktron Triforce. And the
one on the rear of the ship looks better if you flip it from the way the instructions are.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand why it is the way it is, so like all the triangles are pointing the same way. But it's kind of like at the back of the ship.
You have to look at your perspective about, like, it always points downwards of a slope.
Yeah, pointing up.
Doesn't look at the front of the ship downwards, which is unfortunate. And
but it's a sticker, so you can put on however you want.
Yeah, Blacktron 1 definitely has been lucky, or Blacktron in general, because after Classic Space, we all know Blacktron is like the next most referenced Lego theme that has like been officially dead. Well, outside, because yes, Octan's everywhere, but it never really died. It was never its full theme. It's more just the in-universe thing that keeps getting around. But like, Classic Space has been referenced so much at this point, it's pretty much back. Because again, like the little set with the little babies, you get the Galaxy Explorer. At this point, it's just a mini sub theme that gets her set once a year.
Kind of, yeah.
It's almost back fully, and then like the newest space theme is just a big reference to Futuron. So it's like Blacktron's not back, but it's probably had it has like 3 collectible minifigs?
Like 4.
The original, the Blacktron robot, the newest one,
the Bounty Hunter.
The Bounty Hunter. Yeah, 4 minifigures for Blacktron.
And because the little violin guy had Blacktron on his.
So essentially, like 5 collectible minifigs of Blacktron references. Of course, then like Space Race 3 had a little bit of Blacktron references as well. The gift of purchase, sticker from the Go Brick Me, like
the one
Blacktron fan from
Hidden Sides, The Dreams.
Right, yes,
the
a little
Hidden
bit.
Sides, yes.
And then of course the Blacktron fan from
yes,
so it's like you have all that. I'm just glad that finally other themes are finally getting, like Wolfpack's finally got its first its first real reference rather than just a reboot thing sort of thing where it's like they remade the torso in the Village set.
And then that's just straight up Wolfpack.
Mtron trickled in a while before they got some. They had like the one sticker with the Ninjago City set, I think. Then they had a torso.
Well, there was that one.
A second sticker with another Ninjago set,
which looks suspiciously Mtron-like. Minifig.
The set's very Mtron.
Because it was white and red and black and trans neon green. So like,
and
that's an Mtron minifig.
That was the fact that Ninjago theme like gave you extra stickers to decal onto your stuff that was just there, and they stuck in an Mtron one is just it's heartwarming. It's heartwarming. And then they finally gave me an Mtron minifig. Oh, it's beautiful. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to say we've had the A tier of themes get referenced before. We're now getting to the B tiers where it's like, okay, these aren't the best, but they're still like, wow, like I'm like Rock Raiders has had at least one sticker.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, are we going to be getting like a Rock Raider colored sort of thing in a Ninjago set, like where there's going to be like this little, I don't know, like I feel like we're going to start seeing like.
I feel like there's been another one.
And of course, Adventurers. Johnny Thunder's been made like 3 or 4 times.
Like that big house of
Baron Manor.
Baron Manor, yes.
I still like that. That was just like an Alpha Team. I'm actually surprised how often Alpha Team's been referenced. Not a lot, but like you think Malk the Malign, I think really was. I don't know if he was.
He was related to Ogle.
I don't know. They got that, but then you had obviously the Dash collectible minifig. You had the Evil Orb and the other stuff. But I'm pretty sure there was also one character who was said like, oh yeah, he's related to Black and Ogle and this and that.
Evil Knight from like one of the early collectible minifigs.
Right, that was the guy. Yeah. And then of course Bionicles actually probably has the most amount of sticker references of any sort of theme that isn't like Classic Space and
yeah.
Which is especially now, like the last couple of years. Before it wasn't, but like now it's like it's actually probably got. I mean, all the Ninjago City sets have so many. Like they have Galador, they have Explorine. They have a little bit of everything. I'll never say no to such things. I'm very happy with it. So
nostalgic references, they are great.
Yes. But I don't think we're gonna keep this around much longer. I got a nice little rant out of me, especially because our time's near the end. The last thing that I do want to say is that today, fact that it was planning to come back to doing the podcast, but also ended up being a day where I delved into Bionicle just a little bit today.
Well, you found a rock.
I found a rock, and hold on a second, just entertain the people for like a minute.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Dance or something.
I am not dancing in front of the camera. This is the part where he should just edit it out. Skip forward a little bit. I'd say lots of bad things about him right now. Loves purple way too much. He's kind of cuckoo in the head. It's what you call a purple person.
I'm back.
He's back, and he didn't knock over the camera.
I would never. Okay, that's actually a very realistic possibility.
You knocked over a bucket of my Lego already today.
Oh, shush.
You were here for like 2 seconds.
It was at least 3. Anyways, basically,
And this is why you wanted us to do it in person.
one of the reasons. I have this. Let's see if I can.
Look at that rock. It's a very rock-like rock. Is that someone... Because it's a sandstone rock or something?
Yeah, so it's very soft, curves easily. And the shape of it was... Well, the thing is, we have a coworker who likes collecting rocks. He just has a fascination with them, so he's always rummaging through a pile of rocks, kind of see what he can find. On my break, that run was tiring. On the break, I decided to kind of just, see what's up. And, I'm kind of just like... originally I was trying to do like a charcoal kind of like drawing rock on like a different one. And so he sees me doing that, gives me the sandstone and looking at rocks like, here, this is granite, this is sandstone. It'd be really easy to do something with this. And I'm like, this is a Mananui shaped rock. Well, I did an original one on the back, but it looked bad, so I just kind of scraped it off. And yes, it's not beautiful or anything, but for doing this on like 15 minutes on a break,
it's pretty good.
This is just going to sit in my Pokoro. Like, this just looks like something if I washed up to Pokoro and I see Marka there selling me stuff, I'd be like, wait, that's a rock? How much are you selling that for? 3 widgets. It's just kind of cool.
He's doing his best impression of Pomatorn, carving the rock on a pile of rocks.
It was like just sitting on this jump pile. It felt so funny. But just the idea of carving a rock, which just felt like the most Bionicle thing I could do. And I do want to do a video, not a podcast, but a video where we take a look at all the random Bionicle stuff that we've made.
Ooh.
That isn't like mocks. Because we actually have a
card deck.
Exactly. We have a surprise.
Spoiler alert.
That's a big one. There's a card deck. Or more. Basically, there's surprisingly large amount of random Bionicle kind of stuff we've made that isn't Lego. Like, it's not made out of Lego, but it's for Bionicle for, like, made-up paraphernalia, essentially, I want to call it.
Yes, we made our own paraphernalia.
My own paraphernalia. So, mop. A mop. This is a mop. My own paraphernalia. And so, it's like I said, this is a decent amount, so I want to do a video, and this would also probably involve Zach, like the 3 of us, because I know we all have our individual ones.
I'd have to dig around, but I know where a couple things are.
I mean, we'll have to talk ahead of time. So if you guys want to see that, please stay tuned, and maybe we'll get to that in the next year or no, who knows. But it's an idea video I want to do that shouldn't be too much work to set, but just gather the stuff and showcase it. So, like I said, I don't know how consistent podcasts are going to be going forward, especially because I still want to keep on the Bionicle theme. I mean, if you guys want me to talk more about other Lego stuff, we can do that. We're not just Bionicle fans. I mean, this is X Lego room. That's just the Bionicle room. We don't have a whole lot of we got plenty of other interests. So if you guys want to see, I have no idea if that's it. If you guys want, will be willing to listen to us talk about other Lego stuff.
Maybe you should say this at the beginning of the next podcast.
I'll probably do it then too.
So how many of you have actually stuck around this long?
Zacta, General Pitbull, How1, and maybe that 4th other person.
4th other person, please chime in.
Like and subscribe. Anyways.
If you haven't already.
I've been your host. This has been the T.O.A. Podcast, and we are retiring from the night.